Steve Mills here, the Prudent Marketer. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's video, and whilst the actions that you're going to take are going to be taken hopefully over the next few months, in fact on an ongoing basis, you should constantly and never-endingly look to try to improve the effectiveness of your current marketing streams. Why wouldn't you do that? And by the way, that also applies to your sales processes, your sales system. When somebody actually picks up the phone or sends you an email, what actually happens then? What's your conversion rate? How could you improve that? Because, nothing is perfect. And that's really a philosophy that I've been working on now for 20 years. Nothing is perfect. Everything can be improved. You've just got to spend time focusing. You've got to spend time focusing on the right things. Because if you in your business spend all your time, doing it, delivering this, sending that, doing the work for clients and so on and so forth, you just become a slave to your business and never actually have time to grow your business. So, focus on step one. What are you going to do to improve the effectiveness of what you're already doing? So, referral. How can you get more business from referral? Networking. What's your system there? How do you improve that? Your website. How do you get more traffic? What are you going to do to improve the conversion rate of the traffic that's already going there? Emails. How are you going to get more open? How are you going to get more inquiries? Etc, etc, etc. However, today we're going to focus on how can you introduce additional income streams in a conservative, tested, no risk or low risk format. So let's say you've got 5 things that you're doing. You're doing 5 ways of marketing right now. But the problem is you're missing out. You're missing out on some of the other ways that could work, but you're not actually using them right now. I'll give you an example of a pretty new concept from the world of marketing. That's something called remarketing. Now, you've probably actually been victim of it without actually knowing. This is the process of marketing to people who've already visited your website. So, for example, if you visit my website today, you have a nosy around my website, and then you disappear off somewhere, and you go to, I don't know, Amazon or something like that, and all of a sudden on the right hand side you see a banner advert advertising the Prudent Marketer. And then a few days later you're on the Times or the Daily Telegraph or something like that, and you see me again. And then you disappear over to this other website, and I'm there again. And you're starting to think, wow, this Steve Mills, he's, the Prudent Marketer, he must be doing really well, he's everywhere. But the truth is, I'm not everywhere. I'm advertising using remarketing, using Google's remarketing strategy, and I'm advertising to people who visited my website and therefore people who are already interested in me. Now, if you're not doing that, then, why? Why wouldn't you do that? I just don't understand, other than the fact that maybe until 30 seconds ago you didn't know it, you didn't actually know you could do that. But you should be. Would that work for you? Well, you never know. Is it going to cost you a whole load of money to find out? No. Is it going to cost you just a few pounds? Maybe 30, 40, 50 pounds to see if that could win you some business? Yeah, that's roughly your investment. So, I'm not suggesting here that everything is free. Marketing, the idea of, I'm going to market my business for free is great. There are a load of things that you can do for free, but it's not all about free. There's a matter of some investment. These days that investment is often in time. But there we go. There's a new income stream for you. Now, you take another one. What about LinkedIn? If you're like the majority of people on LinkedIn, then you probably say, well, I'm on LinkedIn, Steve, but I don't really do very much. Well, guess what reward you get for not doing very much? You don't actually get a fairly poor reward. You actually get Zero reward, no reward. You don't win any business. Go on, unsubscribe from LinkedIn and forget it, because chances of winning business from doing nothing are virtually nothing. So why don't you put some time and effort into LinkedIn? How much is it going to cost you? Nothing other than a bit of time. You could invest in some pay-per-click advertising. You could do some advertising on there if you wanted, but there are loads of things that you can do on LinkedIn that you don't cost you any money. People say to me things like, well, Facebook, Steve, that's not for business. Yeah, I understand LinkedIn, but Facebook's not for business. Absolute rubbish. Facebook is a fantastic website for business. Do you remember I was talking to you about the remarketing campaign? You can do exactly the same thing on Facebook. So you can say to Facebook, show this advert here just to the people who visited my website. Or you could say to Facebook, show this advert here just to the people on my email list. Now this is fantastic stuff, guys, but it's only fantastic if you start to implement. What about referral? I'm a massive believer in the power of referral and how you can use that. If you're not using referral to grow your business, then why not? Why don't you have a referral system with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ways of growing your business from referral? So I hope I've inspired you, and I hope we've given you some ideas to take your business forward. Stay tuned. I want you to listen tomorrow. I've got some more great ideas to show you, all about how to market your business more prudently. If you're willing to take action, if you're willing to implement some of these ideas, I guarantee it's going to help you to grow your business. So thanks ever so much for listening. I hope you've enjoyed it. Sorry, I've gone on a little bit longer today, but I hope you get and understand my passion, my desire to try and help you to grow your business. Thanks for listening.